Hi, everybody. I'm Dr. Marlene Siegel. I really want to make the emphasis that aging is not a disease. We get older, but that doesn't mean that we have to age in a very unhealthy way. And as I approach my 70s, I refuse to accept the fact that, oh, we get old and things fall apart. I am on no medications. I have no health challenges, and I don't plan on having any, because I'm really careful about what goes in and on my body, what's in my environment, what's in my mind. And I think it makes a huge difference. So, despite the fact that in our modern world, we have a pill for every ill and a diet for every disease, we are seeing these rates of abnormality in our pets. This is a 10-year-old statistic, guys. Cancer in dogs, 1 out of 1.65. It's nearly 100% of the animals that we're seeing age irrelevant are getting cancer. They say cats were 1 out of 3. I think that's highly underreported. And then when we add obesity, autoimmune disease, arthritis, allergies, and gastrointestinal disease, truly almost 100% of the animals we're seeing have some form of chronic degenerative disease. What's even more alarming is that pets are living 7 years shorter than they did 20 years ago. Now, with all this modern medicine, you would think we would have more longevity, but it's actually opposite. And a lot of that has to do with the toxicity that we're enduring. And then the other point I want to make is that in the allopathic world, in the Western world, they rely on antibiotics to fix everything. Even if it's a virus, which we know doesn't get treated by antibiotics, your doctor isn't going to even question what you have or what the pet has, and they just give them an antibiotic. And people are so used to that they go to the doctor expecting that. But we're not going to have antibiotics in about 10 more years. And this was from the AMA. There is such a high degree of antibiotic resistance that it's going to be more of a crisis worldwide than cancer. So we really do have to find safe, effective alternatives. And part of that is, can we live a healthier lifestyle? How can we mitigate the things that are causing the disease? And I love this cartoon because here this guy has been to every doctor in the world, and this poor doctor goes, we've exhausted all conventional measures. One last desperate option is to put you on an alternative natural medicine that has a 96% success rate. We have so many of our pet clients, and I hear it in the human world as well. They go in, they have their standard testing, the CBC, the chemistry, the thyroid, the urinalysis, and their x-rays, maybe even an ultrasound. And all the tests come back normal according to the averages. And they're told, I'm sorry, there's nothing wrong with your pet, or there's nothing wrong with you. Maybe it's all in your imagination. And then it gets bad enough that you get sent to a referral specialist. And in our world, when the referral specialist runs out of things to do, they recommend euthanasia because their toolkit doesn't really offer them anything else to do. So we have the standard toolkit in Western medicine, but we're seeing so many more things. You know that old adage, if the only thing you have is a hammer, then everything looks like a nail. There's a lot more out there than nails these days. And so we have to have a different toolkit. We have to be able to meet the complexity of disease that we're seeing today. And that requires a larger toolkit. And it means that we need to step out of the little box of Western medicine. Don't get rid of it. Like, we're not saying that anything there is bad. I'm just saying that it's not enough to just do symptom suppression. We need to actually fix and identify the root cause of the problem. There really is no failure. And the reason for failure is simply a lack of resourcefulness. So that's why I'm always looking for technologies and tips and tools that can help my patients get healthier, faster, and these towers are quite amazing. And EMF is just really one of the most devastating things that are affecting our animals. And, you know, I've got tons of computers all over here. We have a lab full of equipment. We have technology monitoring and surgery. So they are inundated in an EMF field. Having these technologies inside which can help mitigate all of that for these animals is really priceless.